Today we're going to look at solving absolute value inequalities, and this one's going to have an extra little trick I want to show you. So the first thing you do in these absolute value equations is you set up two cases. One that looks just like this without the absolute value bars. So you're just going to set up 12x or 12 minus 3x is greater than or equal to 6. And then you've got to look at the case, what if this is negative? And then remember, we're taking the absolute value of it. So to set up the second case, you take the absolute value and just leave it, but then you're going to flip your inequality and you're going to change this to a negative. And that's how you look at both cases. Now let's solve each of these two inequalities. So let's subtract 12 from both sides. So I'm going to bring down, don't forget to bring that negative with it, negative 3x is greater than or equal to negative 6. And then I've got to divide. Now this is where the trick comes in. When you divide both sides in an inequality by a negative, or you multiply both sides by negative, you need to flip your inequality. So right here, as I'm dividing, I have to remember I have to change this inequality from greater than or equal to less than or equal to, because I'm dividing by a negative. So I'm going to bring down my x and bring down a 2. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So there's one of my inequalities. Now let's solve the other side. Subtract 12. So I bring down my negative 3x again and bring down a negative 18 and then divide both sides by negative 3. And again, I'm dividing by a negative. So I have to remember to flip my inequality. So x is greater than or equal to positive 6. Okay, so let's look at these two cases on a number line. Okay, we're looking at a 2. So there's 0 over here, 3, 4, 5, here's 6. I know that I've got to have solid dots at both 2 and 6 because it's less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. So when it's equal to, you include the endpoints. And now we have to decide, are we shading between these two or away? Let's see, all the x's that are less than 2. Well, less than 2 is smaller than 2. So I'm shading out, so I'm shading this direction. And then greater than 6 is 7, 8, 9. So that's this direction. So in this one, I'm going to shade away from each other, which is not typical with a greater than. But because our coefficient was negative, it ended up flipping our inequality around. So there you go. I hope this video was helpful on seeing why you would flip this and why the solution ends up being an OR problem instead of an AND problem. Hope this video is helpful.